This week on the Bluff Sports Zone, dodgeball. The third-ranked Reavers line up to conquer the Conquistadors. To the victors go the spoils. Timber! The top-ranked Falcons come flying in against the Timber Wolves. Free ball in Canesville. Iowa Western volleyball looking to ball out against Johnson County. Hawk 10 showdown in Titans country, but who has something to show for it? Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Now, a lot's happened since we last talked Reaver football. Well, for one, Iowa Western has moved up to third in the latest poll. Good deal. And second, there's a new sheriff in town. Texas transfer Kai Loxley gets the start at quarterback. And let's be honest, he's earned it. Kurt Walding has struggled lately. Loxley's come in and done well, put up some good numbers. Now up next for Big Blue, look to do a number to Dodge City. Here's IDUB TV student Brent Pentecost.
Reavers looking for win number 5 on the year and to keep Dodge City winless against Iowa Western in this matchup at Titan Stadium. Texas transfer Kai Loxley gets his second start of the season. First drive, scrambling for 14 yards here. Next play from scrimmage, he finds the seam for the 7-yard touchdown. Reavers up 7-0. Some trickery from the Iowa Western coaching staff on this fake punt. Hunter Pinniger rumbles up the sideline for a first down, close to midfield. Mekhi Sargent bouncing like a boulder off opponents, rumbling for a big chunk of his 117 yards rushing on the day. Loxley drops back and finds sophomore Vincent Perry on the crossing route, and he puts the finishing touch on it. 19 yards for the score. 14-0 Iowa Western. After a forced 3 and out by the dark side, Kai calls his own number off the left tackle. He won't be touched. 38 yards for the score. 21-0 Iowa Western as we end the first quarter. After a score from Dodge City, Loxley finds Vincent Perry on yet another crossing route, and he takes it for a season-long 72-yard touchdown. A missed PAT would give the Reavers a 27-7 lead over the Conks. Oh, it's so nice, but only if you can do it thrice. Vincent Perry snags this 27-yard pass from Loxley, his third of the day. Commanding lead of 34-7 for IDUB. First play of the fourth quarter, and Kai drops back to pass, sheds off a Dodge City defender, and decides to hop into the end zone on his own. Iowa Western extends the lead 41-7. Kurt Walding gets in on the action, finding Bennett Spry for the 14-yard touchdown throw. Reavers now lead 48-13. They would add another touchdown and defeat Dodge City 55-13.
We got to be a little bit more disciplined, but I'd like us to convert on a couple of those picks that we probably have. But, like I said, we're playing solid. We're making a team drive. You don't give up big plays and you make a team consistently drive and get first downs, you're going to win a lot of those battles, and that's what our defense is doing. So another solid performance.
From day one, we knew what we had to do. We knew that it starts with us up front and that we need to dominate, and the game starts and ends with us.
You got to do everything you got to do everything right. Like, the wide receivers run the right routes, quarterbacks make the right reads, running backs run the ball when it's time to block, you got to block. So we just all got to do our job, just be successful like this game.
It's been awesome. I love it. Coming off that injury, I worked hard to get back here, and I just love playing with these guys. These are my brothers out here, especially on the defensive side, and we just go out and we play and have fun, so I love it.
The Reavers take their 5-1 record on the road to Garden City this Saturday for a matchup with the defending national champs. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Brent Pentecost.
Thanks, Brent. So the Reavers come back from a bye week and say bye-bye to the Conquistadors. And once again, the numbers? Good, especially for the transfer QB from Texas. Kai Loxley runs for 3, passes for 3. He's really provided a shot in the arm. Vincent Perry really steps up. 3 scores, over 100 yards receiving. The dark side is led by Chester Graves, 6 solo, 2 tackles for loss. All right, so once again, that's how you do it, baby. Next stop, another big one at reigning national champ Garden City. Another statement game. It's the newest jewel in the Iowa Western crown. the Reaver Performance Athletic Center, home to the football and wrestling teams. Coach Strohmeyer and company gets its first look at the new locker room.
They were excited, they were fired up, they've been waiting for a long time, so I think to see the product, gives them a little bit more excitement now.
It's about time, it's everything I thought it was going to be and better. Just little things that will help us get through our daily activities.
Yes, sir. Got the portable charger already.
Yeah, these things above your locker, you can cool your pads off so they're not wet the next day. You got a lot of storage. I mean, you can tell this is expensive and this is wonderful, so it's beautiful.
Now, every single player is going to be equal and equally important. They all have their own lockers.
Now they got a facility that we can teach our players. They're not running around all over trying to find meeting space and things like that. And then a place, the locker room, that's your team, that's your family, that they all can be in there. It's open. There's no other junior college in the country that's going to have a facility like we have. This will rival some of the Division I institutions out there for sure.
One of the top JUCO football programs in the nation now has perhaps the best facility in the country. The team hopes to make the move complete in a couple of weeks. The Reaver Performance Athletic Center, the newest jewel in the Iowa Western crown. One word: wow. Back between the lines, Reaver beatdown. The third-ranked Iowa Western volleyball team back at the Big K for the first of 7 straight home matches. Statement game up on the hill, and what a statement when we come back.
We asked a group of employees what makes our bank special, and here is what they said.
We're available to help our community grow.
We are available to explain the benefits of electronic banking.
Being available to our customers and communities is not only what ties us together, but also what you want most from your financial institution. And our new name says just that. Welcome to Avela Bank.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
What doesn't St. Albert have? Most prolific offense, averaging over 10 yards a pop, top-ranked quarterback. Hey, does any team stand between the Falcons and another state title? Southwest Valley maybe thinks so. The unbeaten Timberwolves bring the pack up the hill, and St. Albert is waiting for them. Here's IWTV student Matt Case.
It's a battle of the unbeaten. The St. Albert Falcons welcome the Southwest Valley Timberwolves in the driving rain. Wasting no time, the Falcons convert a 4th and 10 on their first drive for the touchdown. A 29-yard strike from senior QB Kyle Barnes to senior wideout Blake Rawlis. St. Albert up 7-0 in the first. Southwest Valley is stuffed in the opening frame, but the Falcons see their drive stall as well. 3 botched snaps would result in 49 lost yards for the Falcons tonight. The weather is wreaking havoc, and the punters are putting in the work. In the second, Timberwolves QB Chance Cobb completes one of his 5 passes, and they're driving. But a 47-yard field goal is no good. A sloppy field and stout defense has both teams hitting halftime with the score St. Albert 7, Southwest Valley 0. And fans are hitting the concession stands looking for something warm in the rain. Let's pick it up in the fourth. Timberwolves driving late with the score still 7-0. Chance Cobb gets loose down to the 6-yard line on a huge run. He'd have 59 yards on the ground for the contest. 2 plays later, Southwest Valley pushes through for the score with just 7 seconds left. And hold your breath, they're going for 2. Senior leader Chance Cobb bulldozes through and St. Albert is stunned. Wolves lead 8-7. One last gasp for the Falcons, and Barnes is sacked for the 3rd time. Southwest Valley wins.
It's just a tough game. We lost a couple guys early. Obviously, the field was in horrible condition. That doesn't take away from how well Southwest Valley played. They won the football game, and we just have to win out now, get into the playoffs, and be fortunate to go on the road and not have to play here again. It's just tough. I mean, you have 2 really good teams. You'd like to play it on a field that, you could both show what you could do. Again, they played on the same field we did, so I take nothing away from what they accomplished.
St. Albert falls to 6-1 on the year, with 2 games remaining in the regular season. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Matt Case.
The Titans come busting out, ready to rock. First quarter, first possession. It's a busted play. And quarterback Max Duggan turns it into a 25-yard scoring play. Now the visitors' first snap. Lewis Central recovers. Duggan then sneaks it in from the 1. Now with Drake Nettles' 44-yard field goal makes it 16-0 home team heading into the second quarter. LC 2nd and 9 from the Hawks 26. Zach Shipman's got it. The QB then sneaks it in again, 23-zip Titans. Lightning stops the game with 6:23 left in the half. Play to be resumed Saturday night.
Tonight, you guys were dialed in when you got here. Okay, you were dialed in. Okay, you have to stay mentally focused tonight.
LC head coach Jim Duggan reminding his players it's not over.
Thursday night for you.
Been through it before. It's not fun, but you deal with it. You hope your kids come back tomorrow and stay focused and adjust and dial it up again.
Thought defensively you really played well.
Yeah, I thought our defense pinned their ears back and got after them.
Busted play and the other Duggan scores 6.
Max just, that's what I told him. You just got to get out and make plays with your feet if the protection breaks down. And, he's getting better and better at that, seems like each game.
When the Titans and Hawks resume their game, Max Duggan, who runs for 95 yards and 3 scores with a fade to Josh Simmons. 9-yard TD strike, and Lewis Central knocks off Ankeny 33-10. And then there's TJ. Now, Thomas Jefferson let one slip away at Ankeny. Now, there is no margin for error the rest of the way. The Yellow Jackets must win out if they're to have any shot at making the postseason pate. The Jayhawks put 28 on the board in a 14-minute span. Throw in a 30-minute rain delay, and voila, 59-28 Urbandale. The Baker cooks up another 100-plus yards and 2 more TDs. The other Cameron 2 scores, but the D side doesn't get it done. So the Yellow Jackets drop to 4-3, more importantly 1-2 in district play. The Jackets have to win out more or less if they're to have any kind of shot.
Abraham Lincoln welcomes in number 1 Dowling Catholic for senior night. First Dowling drive, and senior Blake Clark connects with Sam Ingoli for a 44-yard touchdown, 7-0 Maroons. Junior running back Jason Murray finds a hole and busts it wide open, untouched for one of his 3 touchdowns on the night, 14-0. Next possession, and it's Clark going to the air to find Ingoli in the end zone again. The visitors would lead it 43-0 early in the second. Dowling shows Abraham Lincoln why it's number 1. Maroons win 69-6. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Riley Martin.
Thanks, Riley. 2020 Abraham Lincoln looking to reach the 20-win plateau. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Try 3 in the first 33 after the break.
For 3 decades, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on our team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Our sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. And with our partners at Ortho Nebraska, we assure you'll get your own personal roadmap back to action. Don't forget about our free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
The Iowa Western men's soccer team has cranked it up a notch. 2 clean sheets, shutouts in the last 2 at home. The Reavers looking to make it 3. 12th ranked Big Blue battles Barton. Now Carver's Club has been finding the back of the net. 11 goals in the last 2 matches. Talk about getting offensive. Here's IDUB TV student Matt Stein.
The 12th-ranked Iowa Western men's soccer team looks to extend its winning streak with a victory over the Barton Cougars. 11th minute, sophomore striker Joao Burchi with the header. The Reavers strike first, 1-0. 33rd minute, up 2-0, and lightning strikes again. Burchi scores a hat trick, 3 goals in 33 minutes. The home team heads into the half up 3-0. 77th minute, Leandro Avila sends the ball to the promised land on the chip shot. Iowa Western is running away with it late. Late in the match, still not done, Sabino Lozano puts his name in the scorebook, cashing in on an interception. The Reavers claim victory over Barton 5-0.
That's fantastic. You know, that's pretty cool experience because the head coach at Barton was a former assistant coach of mine, and not just a former assistant, he helped us win a national championship in 2013. So him coming here, he also has 2 assistants of ours that were players back in 12 and 13 and 14. So it's just fun to compete against people you love and respect.
It's pretty amazing. Like every single striker want to score a hat trick. It's like the best that you can do. And last game was kind of like was good, but was like a weaker team. This one was like a big challenge, so we scored 3 goals. I had 3 opportunities, 3 goals. That's really good.
Iowa Western posts its 3rd shutout victory in a row. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Matt Stein.
Thanks, Matt. Now, meanwhile, the 3rd-ranked Iowa Western volleyball team is back home for a full week of action, starting with some Cavaliers. Here's IDUB TV student Chris Nation.
Currently sitting at number 3 in the country, the Reavers take on the Johnson County Cavaliers. The home team gets things started with Caitlin Cooper jumping out of the gym for the kill. Later in the first set, Irina Alexieva says, "Oops, upside your head." With one of her 13 kills, the freshman puts the Big Blue up 7-1. The ladies take it 25-12. Upper left, that hit to the head had the visitors flipping. No matter, as Caitlin Cooper and Morgan Bossler combined for the block, putting Iowa Western up 22-19 in the second set. And you know Bossler isn't done. The freshman slams down another one of her 5 kills for the night. The ladies eke out the second set 25-21. Reavers had the home crowd dancing into the final set, and Bossler keeps it going as she pounds another one down. Isabel Hinkleday smashes a kill, putting the IDUB up 24-17 and at match point. And at match point, you know who it is. Caitlin Cooper adding to her 10 kills for the match, ending it 25-17.
Our passing was phenomenal tonight. I think we came out really strong, and then we let a scrappy team kind of get in our heads a little bit, the second and third set, but overall we just stayed solid on our side.
that we kept going. They're a very scrappy team, but we were resilient through the match, and we tried to let them make the errors and stay errorless on our side.
The third-ranked Reavers take on rival Indian Hills Tuesday, October 10th in Canesville Arena. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Chris Nation.
Thanks, Chris. Now turning to some high school V-ball action. Big Hawk 10 showdown at Lewis Central. One of the top 10 teams in Class 4A takes on one of the top 10 clubs in Class 3A. Here's IWTV student Zach Musil.
Lewis Central is back home against Kemper Catholic. Set 1, Megan Whitty sinks the shot. Titans trail 9-6. Megan Holt smashes in a score. Down by 2. The visitors hold on to win the first set, 25-22. Set 2, McKaylee Pettipier serves it up. Catherine Poor with one of LC's 78 digs. Presley Rodenberg with the finish, 7-7. Catherine Poor with one of her 11 kills. 23-21, home team. But the visitors come back to take the set, 30-28. Set 3 is just as intense. This nail-biter starts with a Megan Holt spike. The senior with 13 kills, 9-7 Lewis Central. Sophomore Megan Whitty leads LC with 17 kills, but it's not enough. Catholic wins the set and match 25-23.
Ended up playing really well. The positive is that we're still a very good team. Both teams tonight were, I thought, excellent in what they were doing. The volleyball that was played here was at a very, very high level.
I feel like our team had a lot of energy, but I feel like we needed it more towards the beginning of the match. I feel like I could have encouraged my teammates more.
The Titans lose for only the 5th time this season. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Zach Musil.
Thanks, Zach. Next up, our play of the week. You name it, we got it. Lynx Jinx. AL putting the hex on its own homegrown quad. On the other side.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
All right, so the Titans lose a hard-fought struggle to the Knights. Now Lewis Central looking to get back in the win column. Playoffs not too far away. 8th-ranked LC back home against the Monarchs. Now Dennis and Schleswig's won just 4 matches on the season, so piece of cake. Here's IWTV student Terry Wilmus.
Pink is the theme. 8th-ranked Lewis Central hosts Dennis and Schleswig. First set, sophomore Natalie Driver scores an ace and helps the Titans go on a 9-0 run. Later, LC with the block by Lauren Payne. The home team wins the first set 25-9. Second set, Megan Holt leads the way. The senior with one of her 9 kills. Lewis Central another 9-0 run. Later, Presley Rodenberg with the kill. Titans take the second set 25-9. Set number 3, Rachel Cushing serves up one of her 2 aces. Megan Whitty closes it out. LC wins the set and match 25-10.
I thought our girls were in control through the night. I was really pleased with what they did. We asked them to perform at a high level, and they definitely perform at a high level for us tonight.
Next up, the Titans head to Glenwood before hosting their own tournament the following weekend. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Terry Wormest.
Abraham Lincoln is home against Sioux City West. Starting off in set 1, Sydney Edwards with the kill. The Wolverines go up 3-0. The home team fights back. Julia Wagner slams it home. The visitors can't handle it. AL comes back to win it 25-11. The Lynx come together with 51 digs in the match. Set 2. Sioux City West again. Number 10 again. Edwards leads the Wolverines with 4 kills, but Abraham Lincoln comes back again. The Lynx serve up 10 aces overall. AL wins set 2, 25-16. Third set, Kaylee Shaw, 30 assists to Caitlin Spurgeon. 9-8 home team. Abraham Lincoln goes on to block Sioux City West, winning in set in match 25-13.
We always want to come out strong and set the tone for the match. So we always talk about coming right out and attacking and making sure the other team knows we're here and that they don't feel like they have a chance to come and get us.
Definitely when I sprawled out on the floor, when block had a touch and it started going out, and I dove and popped it up with one hand.
Abraham Lincoln wins 2 matches on the day. The Lynx defeat Sioux City North 3-2. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Mark LaFleur.
All right, winding down in high school V-ball. Abraham Lincoln now 4 games over 500. 8th-ranked Lewis Central 23-5. Number 4 Class 2A St. Albert 22-3. And Thomas Jefferson a solid 15-14. It's getting down to crunch time. I feel a trip to state coming on in just a few weeks. Now it's time for our play of the week. Man, this past week has just been crazy. Lewis Central walks into the center of the ring to face Ankeny. First quarter, first series, busted play. Quarterback Max Duggan makes like Mr. Zigzag, 25 yards for the score. LC humbles the Hawks 33-10. Max Duggan, maximum overdrive with our play of the week. And so, take that, baby. We had everything and anything under the sun. And it's only going to get crazier with the playoffs looming just over the horizon. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Brandon Taverdi. And so for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.